What's up, my friends? Welcome to another video. I'm Stuart and I'm here to help you get your skin and your overall health back on track. I know I talk a lot about diet, cleansing, detoxification, and health practices when it comes to naturally healing eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea. Those things are ultra important. But there's one thing that really destroys people's chances of ever healing their skin, and that's their brain and their psychology. Obsessing about healing your skin is stopping you from healing your skin. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to overcome the obsessive mind so that you can unlock your nervous system and immune system, which is the root issue, and allow your skin to fully heal for life. So you don't have to deal with the itchy nights and waking up in the morning and worrying about your skin. Once and for all, heal your skin and keep it that way forever. So be honest, how often do you obsess about your skin health? How much time each day do you actually spend thinking about it? How many times per day do you check the mirror? How often do you actually research the topic? And then ask yourself, how effective has that been so far? Did you know that obsession is a false control mechanism that comes from the ego and from fear? It's an attempt to control what's not controllable. Obsession leads to more stress. More stress leads to immune health issues. Immune-related stress issues lead to the nervous system being shot, which leads to worse skin. It's an absolutely vicious cycle. Honestly though, guys, it's not really your fault. None of us were taught how to correctly deal with the emotional stress of having skin disease. Doctors are no help. Social media makes things even more confusing. And the reality of the situation is that eczema is a modern disease that stems from our modern imbalances. How many Native Americans do you think had eczema? How many Vikings do you think had psoriasis? How many members of the Hansa tribe do you think have rosacea? 0. People living close to nature, eating natural foods in rhythm with a natural circadian rhythm of the world, you might say. They're free from modern diseases and they're free from the modern problems that cause these diseases, like EMF signals, microplastics, toxins, pollution, and a very unhealthy food supply. On top of that, these groups never had to deal with the constant low-level cortisol draining, nervous system wrecking stress that modern humans go through on a daily basis. Just opening up our phones, we're bombarded with stress hormones. This destroys our skin health and leads us to obsessing about how to heal. So before you get overly stressed about whether you're obsessing so much that you're not going to be able to heal your skin, just realize this, that having some obsession about healing your skin because it sucks so bad is pretty natural and we all do it. Also, keep in mind that a certain amount of natural obsession to fix problems can actually be used in your favor if you know how to harness the energy correctly. Use it for good and not for bad. In today's video, I'm going to teach you 3 methods on how to harness your obsessive mind so that it doesn't stop you from healing, but instead helps you heal eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea as fast as humanly possible. I'm going to cover how I did it, and I'm going to cover what I've utilized with my over 2,600 clients that I've worked with over the last decade that have helped them overcome the obsessive mind and switch that energy into a healing energy instead of a destructive one. So many of you guys have heard this story before, but the year that I healed my skin, I finally stopped obsessing about my skin. When I stopped obsessing, the skin got better quickly and went away. I've been eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea free for over a decade. But I spent years obsessing about my skin, trying really hard, researching, staring at the mirror all the time, ruminating. And where did that get me? It made me more sick and it made my skin worse. I'm sure you guys can totally relate with that feeling of trying super hard, feeling like you're doing everything, really obsessing about it and getting absolutely nowhere. It sucks. The big question is, how do you stop obsessing about your skin, but at the same time care enough about your healing process to actually make it work? This part might not make sense to you at first, but I guarantee it will. Try to hit home runs, hit no home runs. Try to have fun, hit home runs. So I grew up in San Diego, California, and it's a place where Baseball is at the very top of the game. It's a top-notch place for baseball prospects to come out of. On my high school team alone, there was 2 future Cy Young Award winners, Mark Pryor and Barry Zito, and more than 10 players from that team either went to professional baseball or played Division I baseball. But when I was young, I struggled to be a good batter. Why? Because I was constantly obsessed with hitting home runs. Every time I'd walk up to the plate, all I could think about every single pitch was hitting home runs. I had an unrealistic expectation that I should be hitting more home runs than any person that's ever lived in the history of sports, and every pitch I should be hitting a home run. So I'd get up to the plate, I'd grip the bat really tight, all my muscles would be flaring, I'd be gripping my jaw, and every pitch I'd swing with all of my might. Super stressed, super angry. I'd miss the ball, I'd corkscrew into the ground, sometimes I'd even fall over. It was super embarrassing, and I struck out all the damn time. All I wanted to do was hit home runs. I was obsessed, and it was making me suck at baseball. During that same time, though, I played a ton of wiffle ball with my friends out on the street. Grew up in a cul-de-sac. It was amazing. One day, I was facing a much older kid who was throwing absolute gas at me, playing wiffle ball, and I was just hitting home run after home run, and then line drives and doubles, and something clicked in my head. I asked myself, why in wiffle ball against better competition am I hitting home runs, but in my real baseball games, I strike out all the time? That's because in wiffle ball, I wasn't trying to hit home runs. All I was trying to do was compete, enjoy my friends, have some fun. My mindset in wiffle ball was see ball, hit ball, and enjoy the process. Ding, ding, ding. I had a download in that moment. And I wondered to myself, I wonder what would happen if I stopped obsessing about hitting home runs in my real baseball games and I took the same exact approach to baseball. And guess what happened? No more obsessing about hitting home runs. I controlled the urge, and all I thought to myself was, hey, go up to the plate, look at the ball, hit the ball, have a great time and enjoy baseball. And guess what happened? Started hitting home runs, started hitting doubles and triples, and more importantly, better yet, I started actually enjoying playing baseball again. It was super, super fun. I was able to carry this momentum all the way through high school, and I ended up having a full ride scholarship to a Division I school, the University of Utah. The stopping of obsession about hitting home runs allowed me to hit home runs and become a very good baseball player, an awesome baseball player. The same thing is true for healing the skin. Obsession is just energy. Use it for the right thing, and it can be an absolute superpower. Let it use you, though, and it will turn you into a nervous wreck of a human. So here's the million-dollar question, and here's what we got to dive deep into so that you can really make sure that you learn this topic and get your skin nice and healthy. So the million-dollar question is, how do we use the negative energy of obsession and rumination to help us heal instead of causing us to get worse? As I mentioned earlier, during the year that I healed my skin, I took the same approach that I did hitting home runs. At first, I was completely obsessed and my skin got worse. When the obsession stopped, my skin got better. The best part of it was this, that trying to heal my skin while obsessing made my whole life horrible. Once I stopped obsessing, the process of healing my skin actually became enjoyable, and I liked my life again. I was happy again instead of depressed. It was a huge game changer. Because I stopped obsessing, I wasn't overwhelmed by the itchy BS anymore. My stress levels dropped all the way down, and my nervous system and my immune system, which is the root issue of skin disease in the first place, finally mellowed out and my skin healed. So I want to get into the solution now. I want to teach you guys 3 super important tricks that can help you shift from an obsessive ruminating mind to one that actually allows you to heal. And like I said earlier, allows you to use the obsessive energy, which is just energy, for good instead of bad. Some of these might be a little confusing and sound a little weird to you, but once you kind of fully think about it and put them into practice, they will make perfect sense and they work really good. So number one, you gotta be okay. Literally, be okay with the worst case scenario. Here's what I mean. This might sound a little pessimistic, but it's actually a powerful meditation that I learned while studying yoga therapy and getting my license as a yoga therapist. Tim Ferriss, New York Times bestseller, top podcaster, also uses the same methodology because he has these episodes where he's really depressive and he ruminates with his thoughts and his obsessive mind way too much and it screws up his life. He calls it something different though, but it's the same practice. Here's how it works. Let's say that you are going out on a first date and you're really nervous and you're feeling a little self-conscious. What if she doesn't find me attractive? What if she doesn't laugh at my jokes? What if she thinks I'm annoying or stupid or ugly or what if? Obsessive fears about everything that's going to go wrong on this first date. They're all negative based projections and assumptions. They're not reality. The mind will begin to obsess about those scary negative things. And when I go out on that date, I'm going to act like a nervous weirdo. Not good. And it's actually the fear of being rejected that's causing all the stress and suffering and not the actual outcome if someone doesn't actually like me. So if we take into practicing being okay with the worst case scenario, and I didn't care the results of the date in any way, shape, or the form, and I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go have a good time and enjoy myself. Here's what that date would look like. She doesn't think I'm cute. All good. I'm gonna have fun anyway. Oh my God, I said something stupid. Who cares? I'll laugh at myself because saying stupid things is funny. Oh gosh, she doesn't like my personality. So what? Sometimes I don't like my own personality. Can you blame her? Plan on the worst case scenario coming true, and if you can be okay with it, you have no pressure and absolutely nothing to fear. Healing the skin is absolutely no different. What if it takes me forever to heal my skin? Who cares? What else am I gonna do with this lifetime? What if I wake up tomorrow and I have another flare-up? Who cares? I've had 1,000,000 flare-ups, and what am I gonna do? Let it ruin my entire day? What if I'm out in public and someone gives me a dirty or disgusting look because my face is all flared up and red? F those people. Some jerk who's not empathetic, some has no social skills, gives you a dirty look and being a jerk, screw them. When scary things happen and they don't make you afraid anymore, they're no longer scary. Then instead of all your energy being used up for being scared, you can actually use that freed up energy for doing what you need to do. Heal your skin. Number 2, here's the second tactic that you can use to overcome the obsessive mind. So you want to use the ruminating obsessive mind for good and not for bad. It's pretty simple. This one's highly effective. My baseball example of trying to hit home runs paints the picture perfectly for this one. So hitting home runs every single time was a very unrealistic and impossible goal. One that would never be obtained by me. But enjoying the game and just simply looking at the ball and trying to make contact with it as much as I possibly could is a very obtainable goal and easily puts my obsession and my obsessive mind at ease and allows me just to relax and focus and have a good time. Relating this to the skin, the goal is to have healthy skin. Obsession about symptoms, constantly checking the mirror every 30 minutes, wondering how long it's going to take me to heal, 30 days, 20 days, 1 year, 6 months, constantly researching new products and having an unrealistic outlook on how fast you're actually going to heal is like trying to hit home runs every time at bat. Just not going to happen. You will get nowhere. Your skin won't change. It may even get worse. On the other hand, if you obsess about being healthy, enjoying your life, being consistent with your daily skin health habits, become more calm and more consistent, you now have an attainable goal. There will be way less stress. What you focus on will bring more of that thing that you're focusing on into your life. Focus on sickness, you'll get more sick. Focus on healing with good energy, and you will get more healing and good energy. You can get to such a healthy place mentally, physically, and spiritually that you can actually feel pretty darn good even when your skin's a mess. When this happens, the skin naturally loses its dark power over you. And then guess what happens? It has an easier time healing because you're no longer feeding that vicious stress cycle. A stressed mind equals the stressed nervous system. A stressed nervous system equals unhealthy skin. A calm mind equals a calm nervous system, and a calm nervous system equals healthy skin. It can truly be that simple, my friends. All right, this one is ultra important. It brings us to number 3, the third practice for overcoming an obsessive mind. It's build a non-obsession routine into your day. So basically what I'm saying is plan your day around not letting yourself be obsessive. When my skin sucked, my daily routine was all planned out. I'd wake up in the morning and first thing I'd do is I'd go to the mirror and I'd start looking at my flare-ups and picking at my skin and getting all upset about it and just not being in a good mood. That meant first thing in the morning, I was putting my nervous system into fight or flight. I was obsessed with the symptoms, and that made me more frustrated, more anxious, and more angry. And that set the negative tone for the entire morning. This is the worst thing you can do if you're trying to heal. Then after staring in the mirror, I would jump on the internet and do a bunch of research. Again, negative symptom-based obsession. More bad energy, not calm, not healing, not relaxing. More research time on the internet didn't help. It didn't make me calm. It didn't make me happy. It didn't lead to any solutions. It made me stressed. It made me mad, and it made me anxious. How is the nervous system and the immune system ever going to heal under these conditions? And that was all before 10 o'clock in the morning. Crazy. Then I'd put on my steroid creams, which is even worse for the nervous system. And then I would go to work, and I'd rush to work in a frenzy, feeling like crap all day about my skin. What a horrible routine. And that was by choice. That was my plan. No wonder I was feeling like crap and my skin health was horrible. Instead of continuing that moronic routine, when I finally healed my skin, I developed a much better plan. And it looked like this. Wake up, do some reading, meditation, or some type of mellow breath work. Then go for a slow walk, either in nature or just around my block for about 30 minutes. Real calm, pleasure walk. Then I would do a cold plunge, or I'd have a light workout. That would take about an hour and 45 minutes. And instead of my day starting off with negative emotions, crappy nervous system regulation, fight or flight, stress, it made me actually feel calm, relaxed, and it put myself at ease. This allowed my nervous system to get out of fight or flight and into a healthy state, a calm state, first thing in the morning that set the tone for the entire day. This mellowed my obsessive mind out like no other, and it allowed me to use that energy of obsession to actually do more healing practices and to keep myself in a healing state of mind 24/7. Create a daily plan for yourself that allows you no time for obsession. Stop spending all your time doing research. Stop hyper-focusing on the symptoms and the flare-ups and checking the mirror every 30 minutes. And stop yourself from just sitting around sulking and feeling disgusting about how your skin looks. Get up, get active, put a plan together, and stay focused on healing, being calm, relaxed, and in a good state of mind. Things that you can actually control. I'm not saying this is a cure-all. I'm not saying that if you do this for a day or 3 days or a week, like some type of reverse psychology magic, all of a sudden your skin will poof and be amazing. It won't. It's going to take some time to heal, and that's okay. What I am saying though is if today, if tomorrow, you put together a plan that doesn't allow you to obsess, one thing will for sure happen. You will be more relaxed. You will have less stress. A stressed mind equals a stressed nervous system. A stressed nervous system equals unhealthy skin. A calm mind equals a calm nervous system, and a calm nervous system equals healthy skin. I have to be honest with you guys. This number 3, this practice of having a daily routine and a set plan that didn't allow me to obsess and actually planned on me having my obsessive energy turn into mellow, healing, relaxing, healthy, focused energy made all the difference with me being able to then eat healthy, do cleanses and detoxification practices, connect with nature and have a social group that helped me heal. While I was obsessed, I isolated. I was in a shitty mood. I was trying all these different diets. My fight or flight was going so out of control that I couldn't make any good decisions about healing. When I stopped obsessing, I finally started healing. Here's the thing, guys. I truly hope you take this message to heart, and I hope that each and every single one of you guys finds this Buddha-like nature, finds this calming energy, because it will help you heal. And if you continue to obsess, you're going to spin your wheels and you're going to be in a vicious cycle. Now, for those of you who are looking for implementation and would like to learn more about the process that I'm talking about and want support through it, look down in the description box. We have a private group. It's an online course. It's absolutely amazing. It teaches all of these methodologies. Also, I do private coaching. I've worked with over 2,600 people. I've been a coach for 10 years. I have great success with helping people naturally heal their skin. If you need help, reach out to me. Click on one of the links. Leave a comment down below. I am here to help. Much love. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. And I truly, from the bottom of my heart, hope that you guys take this message and run with it, because it can change your life.